Now for the actual mountain. I use lots of different techniques on it, and I tried using a lot of different angles on it. I'll just go through to all those. Alright, now in the bottom left corner we have these two things here. You can see the water kind of went in there, snuck in there. Alright, so I removed the water there, and as you can see there's one brick up there, otherwise it's just flat on the back. And all I did was make this little design right here, really simple. And then I placed it nicely on its side, so one brick was balancing on top of that one brick that is uneven. Alright, so you just kind of place it in the corner like this, and it fits nicely, and you just kind of fill it in with water. And now over to this right here. For this, I just have to pull it off. You can see it's just the Technic pin right there, attach, and then I'll show how to make. Now to make this little rock structure here, how I did this was I took this Technic brick, and then just breaking it down here. This Technic brick is to attach to the actual mountain here, and that goes in the bottom of this 1x2x3 right there. And then I put these pieces like this, and then I made another structure. That's all I did for there, just kind of place this 2x2 sideways. And I did this right, this with the bricks and the plates, and then it attaches sideways like this to the 1x2x3 inverted slope, so it fits nicely there. And then I just put this other part on top, so it ends up like this. And now moving over a little more, there's this, which is just me making a little design out of the bricks, attaching them like this, the hole. Just kind of made it kind of like interesting shapes, and kind of attached it in circles, and then just kind of balanced it in the best I could. Yeah, something like that. And now moving over to right here. Alright, so right here, I'm just going to move the water a little bit. Yeah, so right here is just, right there is just long rows of different inverted slopes and regular slopes. All three of them all stacked on top of each other. And pull them up. Here are the three parts to it. It's just three things all stacked up, and then just put them on top of each other how I like them. And then you just have it 2 bricks and 2 plates high, and you can just slide them in, and it fits nicely. Just make sure they're all the way in so you don't show any of that. Alright, so moving on, we have these two structures right here. I have done a tutorial for the one on the right, but here the one on the left is just another instance where I just kind of made a structure and used a Technic pin to stick it on, and just these pieces like this. Now finally, under the end here, we have this pieces just on their side, and a plate with a green piece there. That's about it for this. So nothing I haven't gone over already there. Now I've gone over most of the different things I've done here, except for this main part of the mountain that I tried to make a big thing. So I often see in mountain structures that are like big chunks of rock that just kind of slip down. So I tried to do that with this. So what the back of it looks like, use the Technic pin again, and it just kind of built around it the best I could, and just made like a different design on it. And pretty self-explanatory how I did all this. Pretty basic. And then just stuck it outside, and it Moving on to the last part of the mountain, we have this right here, where I start these two pieces on their sides with a that piece, forgot its name. And then I put some pieces on top there, made it look nice, and that's about it for this mountain here. I did make a couple rock work tutorials, make sure to check those out. Links in the description. I've had cards for them in the corner. And now we'll move on to the base stuff. So right here is the bridge and door. How I did this was just some 1x1 with the stud on the side there. Just kind of all fit nicely. Pretty self-explanatory for that. And then I use snot for the inside part. And then the bridge, I just made sure there was an open area all the way down for the snot. And then I used this, and it fits nicely like that. And alright, now moving on to this other side, I made this pretty cool looking attachment part for the bridge. I'm giving Danny half the credit for this design, where you stick these pieces on and then you slide them onto the tile like this, and it makes a cool little part going down. Yeah, this is just a bunch of tiles here, all placed to look nice, and then the bridge just slides in perfectly. Just gotta make sure you have it all lined up right. Bridge just slides in perfectly. Alright, moving on, we have the sewer pipe here. The water is just these all stacked up like this. And now into there, I just use black bricks in the back to make it look dark. And then, alright, now pulling it out. You can see this is how I did the inside. Alright, so looking at the sewer pipe here, I just use these hinges here to attach them together all the way around. And then I took this piece and fit pretty nicely. A little bit of cheating in here, but it worked out. And then just the bottom doesn't have them for the water. And then I just fit them in there and it worked out. Now on to the base. I'll just go over some basic stuff. So for the front, I just pretty self-explanatory, but it just kind of, if you get it long enough, it curves by itself. So just stack bricks like that, and it'll work out. And then I just did those little designs in the bottom. Alright, for this corner piece, I use the same thing on both sides, and this is what it looks like. And now onto the sides here. I took the pieces like this, and it's green and yellow because color doesn't matter in this case. And it's just that brick right there, and then you place these on top, and then the 4x4 just fits in nicely for that design on the side. And then this part is like that, stuck this right there. And then for the edges, I took this and then I used this piece like that, and it stuck in nicely for the corner. And the rest of it's pretty simple. This right here is just this, and then angled correctly, and yeah, it is the same design for the other side. And now the top part's pretty self-explanatory, how to curve it like this, but we will look at the satellite. Alright, so for the satellite, just gonna do a closer look to see how you do it. So I put together some plates and made it all line up like this. And then you place this on top. It fits in nicely the way I built it. Yeah. On the inside of the base, I use more techniques, including this little hologram right here. Just that brick is stuck on top. So like this, and then you can figure that out. Now for the corners, it's pretty simple. Just something like that, and then the ladders are stuck there. It's all pretty simple over here. And then this corner part, I took these bricks and stuck them on their side, like this. Obviously before, so it doesn't. So I put this onto here, like this, and then just place these on top. Alright, for the control area back here, what I did was made a design like this and stuck it on the side of that, and then for the viewing part, I made a long thing like this, and then put that on the side. And then in the corner there. And now for the hologram. For the hologram table, I just layered the 1x1 studs, and then on the bottom it is headlight pieces with slopes. Put on like that. And yeah. For this back area over here, I put all of these 1x2x5 translucent blue on its side with plates here. I took these plates and put them on here, and then back there you can kind of see through, but I have the attaching part up there, and then I use for the inverted tiles to keep the design on the other side. Back here you just see tiles when this is on. Alright, so let's look at this part here. All I did here was made this this with the piece on the side, so pretty obvious how I put the other part there. It fell on the stairs now, but now this right here is that, and then in the background there, you just place it on there. And now onto the doors and stuff. Alright, I'll first show the most functional door. A couple of them only work some of the time. Alright, so for the door I moved some, but in the way, so I built a little thing like this, pretty simple. And then I put it on top of all of these pieces right here. And then it's just a simple turn, and the door is pulled. You can also make it probably simpler and put the door on this side and then just have it push out. I just did it like this, so I don't know. Now for the elevator, I have to remove some stuff here. Alright, so looking down at the elevator part, we just have a little pull here to move. When you turn that, the hook is supposed to drop, which was attached to the elevator, and it was supposed to just kind of drop down the elevator and then get pulled up, obviously, but the I didn't quite make it loose enough down there. I think for future, and if you want to try it, yeah, it's probably better to just do the same way I did the door out here, but that's just how it worked out. And now onto the last. Alright, now for the last function, just have this, which greases the door, or it would if it, same problem as the elevator, but I can just kind of tear this off. So you turn this and the rope drops it. So drop down. I did the same thing for the elevator. Looks like the rope is kind of jammed, but yeah, it's just all that is there. Alright, now to remove this and reveal the other layer. All it is just pulling it off, and they're just little jumpers to keep it attached. Alright, now for the final part of this video, I will go through this layer here. starting with the stairs. What I did was take the 2 tiles. It can just be 1x4 tile. I just didn't have any of those, and it's just those all stacked up like this with grill pieces. And then at the bottom of the staircase here, it's pretty self. Alright, so this is a little design in the back here. Basically, you just take this and it sticks onto the stud right there, the piece right there. And then the top upside down part is just how you do the Technic piece with the attaching. You just put it upside down and it works pretty nice. And then to do this part, what you do is take the headlight pieces, stick them on the side like this, and then it lines up perfectly with that for the bottom. And now over here I just use snot for this, like that, and then made this upside down there. And now it's the final part of this layer, and I just made some little bumps here, this piece and that, if you can see. Now for this thing, I took one of these pieces right here, and then I stuck it in the wall with a 1x1 with stud on the side, and then I attached this part right here to those joint arms, and then just did and then on the top I just took those pieces, put them like this, and then it just closes like that. Now on to the last. Alright, for this last layer I used a few different techniques. Just put all this stuff on its side for this section right here, and then in the middle it is those jumpers with this on top, and then in the back there it's just these control panels like that, and then a tile on top. And then the slanted floors are a really common design, and I used it here. I used the there are lots of tutorials on this. I kind of just made my own. They're a better version of this, because I didn't have many 1x2 to work with, so I used the 2x2, which doesn't work as well, but this is how I did it for mine. But there are plenty of other tutorials if you want to look at a better version of this. Alright, and that's about it for this video. This is the part 2 of the whole cool designs here. I split into 2 parts because the video got pretty long. So if you haven't seen part 1, be sure to go check that out. And that was uploaded about a week ago. Exactly a week ago. And yeah, so that's the end of this base. I also have a destruction video that I will be posting, so be sure to check that out. And yeah, so that's about it for this video. Be sure to check out everything else I just said. And Jump M series is coming, and that's about it. The last video with this mock, I'll be making lots of new mocks, and see you next video.